Alright, welcome everybody. I appreciate you stopping by again for another episode of Jurassic, Justin. You enjoyed my analysis of the last specimen profile here for the Spinosaurus so much that I am going to go ahead and do yet another video on the game, which I am so excited for. I can't wait to get my hands on it. So let's cut the music. And today we are going to be looking at the developer's diary. This one is the first, I'm sure, of one a week until release. And it should be a good time. So we'll react to some of the stuff that they're saying. We're not going to do a preview run through and then watch it with my reaction. We're just going to jump right into it so we can keep this video to a reasonable and digestible length. So, without further ado, why don't we go ahead and get to it, shall we? Alright, here we go.
Las Cinco Muertes, the five deaths. We've got Muerta, Isla Matanceros,
You progress on to Isla Tucano.
Isla Peña, and Isla Sorna.
Alright, I'm going to turn this down just a wee bit here. Making adjustments on the fly here. So, okay. As we all knew, 5 deaths, right? So we're going to get more than one island. As we progress, we unlock more islands. I think that this concept is really cool, and it kind of one-ups JPOG, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, because, on that game you got one pretty damn large island if you chose to, and you just built around that. This is going to be kind of cool because you're going to need to do things like consider transporting guests to other portions of your theme park, which spans multiple islands. You can theme islands around different things, such as maybe the first island you focus on small herbivores, the next island you focus on small carnivores, and then so on and so forth. So it's kind of cool that it's going to lend itself instantly like that to theming different things, as you will. And also, as we all know, and many people are unhappy about, each island will have a different time of the day that it is set on as far as lighting goes. You got an island that's dark, an island that's like sunset, a couple islands that are daytime, which in my opinion is going to be the best because it's going to showcase your park in the best way possible with the brightest light. That, frankly, is what I would prefer, even though, yes, I would like a day and night cycle, but I digress. Let us continue.
One of the things that was important to us was to make sure that we were authentic to the films.
You're going to be approaching these islands and the beautiful iconic shot that you'll recognize from the films as the helicopter comes into this tropical.
Them graphics, though. Vegetation looks gorgeous. Water reflections are great. I believe during this particular video, they are showcasing the console build of the game. I look forward to seeing what other options I will have on the PC.
Paradise where the whole game takes place.
They're all amazing, they're all iconic, and they're so beautiful, and it's great to be on these islands that you've seen in films and now get to see them in such detail.
I like the animation of the dinosaur grazing on grasses. That's really cool. Very fine-tuned detail. Something that we did not see in the initial developer build. So as you can see here, although there was a lot of disappointment with that first developer build that a lot of YouTubers actually got to play, you can see here that things have come a long ways and that definitely was not even close to the final product.
Depth in the game.
Your missions are going to be given to you from these 3 different divisions.
Also, this Ankylosaurus, Ankylosaurus, whatever pronunciation you use, actually has an animation to where it's blinking. I know that's such a stupid detail to point out, but how cool is that we are to an age in technology where our artificial creatures even blink? That's cool.
which each have a different character assigned to them.
The entertainment division is probably the most familiar to Jurassic Park and Jurassic World fans. You're using the dinosaurs.
All right, so he mentions the entertainment. Cool. I could see Claire, as they'll mention later here in this very video. You have Claire, you have Dr. Wu, and you also, of course, have Ian Malcolm, which we all knew about. So I could see Claire being the spokesman for the entertainment portion of the three trees. And that would make a lot of sense, since in the first movie she was very devoted to that exact thing, making the park flourish, getting tourists excited and visitors jazzed to come back, because that's the whole reason why they started hybrid dinosaurs, was because, hey, people aren't fazed by normal dinosaurs anymore. They've been around for a while. They are J-Lo on the block.
As attractions, so the tourists come in, they marvel at the dinosaurs, and spend their dollars, and that's how you're making money.
We'll be having
That's how we make money on most park builders. Thank you, developers. That was super helpful.
things like arcades and restaurants and clothing shops and all those touristy things to go on top. So this is a business at the end of the day, and you want to try and pull in as many people as possible.
In the science division, you're asked to pursue this authentic dinosaur genome and perform these expeditions and dig sites and extract genomes from fossils to find out more information about these dinosaurs. But
You also
So that makes me think that obviously at points you're going to have to pursue this particular branch. Yeah, you could neglect it, but I feel like if you want to build up your roster of potential attractions, therefore increasing your star ratings to unlock more islands, unlock more dinosaur species, you're going to have to pursue this to some degree. I mean, it seems like they're kind of spelling it out for us here. And I could be wrong. I mean, I'm sure there's alternative ways to unlocking everything, perhaps maybe slower, but this is something to consider.
also need to care about a number of other things with the science division. The dinosaurs can get diseases, they can get sick, they can die. So what you need to do is research, cure.
No. Creatures that can die? I thought we were raising supermen.
For the right diseases, and in order to do that, you're going to need money.
so you need to make sure that the income that your parks are generating and the
I'm curious to see if most of you fans of this genre, and like Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, for instance, are you in favor of shooting the dinosaurs yourselves or automating it and taking more of a manager role? Let me know in the comments below. That would be really interesting to hear about from additional fans. I myself am more of a manager, but do I love the ability to take aim myself? Absolutely.
expenditure you're spending on pursuing this scientific aspect is kept in balance.
security is probably my favourite out of the three. It's the one where the player's going to get the opportunity to try and breed the most dangerous dinosaurs they can, and then security's job is to try and control that. So if they
Okay, so he said that security is going to give you the best opportunity to breed the most dangerous species. So obviously then, it sounds like if you want Tyrannosaurus, Spinosaurus, Indominus, maybe in the long run, who knows? That's unconfirmed, that's speculation. I think that this is something you're going to have to some degree pursue. So interesting that he says that this is the way that you get the biggest, baddest dinosaurs.
escape, you've got all these tools at your disposal to try and put an end to all the calamity and reign.
I love this animation with the carnivore, the Ceratosaurus, looking down at the park guest, and I mean it almost is comical, really, how she's like pleading for her life, and he's just kind of walking like a chicken, like "Buck, buck, 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 I'm gonna eat you." So that's kind of fun. Cool animations, though, more than we got to see again in the first builder version.
Rein it back in, but ultimately this is all about player choice. It's all about being offered these different styles of gameplay, and it's up to you whether you want to get hands-on and involved and get up there in the helicopter, or whether you'd rather manage all of it from above. It really depends on your style of gameplay and how you want to play the game.
Frontier have taken their years of experience in management games and animal games and brought them together to make Jurassic World Evolution, and on top of that sort of put together a story that helps build upon the story of the franchise so far.
In the game, there are iconic characters from the Jurassic.
One thing I will point out that I do love the developers' position on is that they're trying to expand the lore, and they're also focusing on a story mode. Oftentimes in games like this, we don't really get a story mode. It's sandbox mode or like a mission sort of thing where, hey, you start out with $12,000 and you need to make a park that this or that requirements, and you know, that's all gravy, baby. But it's cool that they're actually working on story progression in a game like this. It's a very unique take. I dig it.
Franchise, both old and new. One of them that we're really excited about is Dr. Ian Malcolm, who's in the game, played by Jeff Goldblum.
And he's going to be your voice of conscience, he's your voice of reason, and he's going to...
Am I the only one that is so happy to see that they did incorporate a free camera? You can't see it because it's behind me, but right behind my chair it says push C for free camera. So this is a screenshot from the PC version, or maybe the Xbox version, since you can use a hell, you could probably use a keyboard on all the consoles. I'm not sure how that works, but I know this looks gorgeous, and I'm super happy about the free camera because the camera in the initial developer build was garbage. And if I am going to admire these dinosaurs that they put all of this time and detail into, I want to be able to experience them at whatever angle that I so choose to do so. Now, Frontier, if you could just give us a first-person guest mode, that would be amazing. Please do that. Yes.
be with you throughout the whole game to add a little flavour and sarcasm to your experience.
It was a dream working with Jeff. He's one of my idols since sort of his early film career, and he's such a unassuming man when you meet him. And when we first heard his voice in game, that just made it feel even more Jurassic for us.
It's not just Ian Malcolm
There was the blinking animation I was talking about earlier.
that we've got in the game. We've managed to get a couple of the other characters in from the films as well. We've got Henry Wu, we've got Claire Dearing as well, played by Bryce Dallas Howard and BD Wong. And also there's going to be a cast of new characters that we've brought along for our own narrative for this game as well, so hopefully you'll enjoy those too.
It's been really great working with Universal because they bring a lot of expertise and knowledge from the films, and we've been partnering that with our knowledge of video games to really make something as authentic and realistic as possible.
The wonderful thing about this game is that it gives you
I would also applaud them for their weather effects. These weather effects look great. This heavy rain coming on suddenly in tropical environments. I visited Jamaica last summer, and it can literally go from clear skies to downpour in 10 or 15 minutes. I mean, it's impressive. So kudos to them for at least, even if they don't change the time of the day, depending on the island you're on, at least you still get variety in weather effects. And as you progress, they get more severe, including things like tornadoes and tropical depressions, stuff like that. So, hey, that's cool. They're giving us some variety in a shape or form of some sort.
an opportunity to really visualize what these 100-million-year-old creatures would be like in real life. And
Except they're incredibly inaccurate. Most of these species, for instance, should be feathered. Yada, yada, yada. I'm sure you guys have watched a million different videos with how inaccurate Jurassic Park dinosaurs are, but for the developers to come out and say, yes, this is what they would be like in real life, bullshit. Sorry, Frontier. This game looks amazing. I'm all aboard. I've already pre-ordered it, but no. I mean, the franchise hasn't had the Velociraptor correct from the get-go. So, you know, but that's fine. He's dreaming big. I like it. I like it.
I think that's what I love about the dinosaurs in this game, is that it really brings your imagination to life.
Alright, so there you have it. That is the first developer diary and some of my reaction to it. I know that it really doesn't give us a lot of information that we already didn't know. Honestly, to me, it just feels like a fluff video. Like, hey, let's spread the positive vibes. It's Kool-Aid season, baby. The game isn't out, but it looks gorgeous, so let's really push that positivity. And that's cool. I mean, I would do the exact same thing. I can't say that I blame them. And I'm ecstatic, and I look forward to this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't like the most informative or revolutionary video, but like I said, you guys enjoyed the last Jurassic World Evolution video so much, I thought that I would release another one in fairly rapid succession, and that toy video will definitely be up next. They just, you know, I just got the figure that I'd been seeking for quite some time, so I will make a post about that within the next couple days for sure. Thank you very much for watching. I super appreciate it. If you would like to support the channel, at least drop me a like. That helps out quite a bit. Even more so would be if you were to subscribe to watch future videos for everything Jurassic, from toys to video games to movie previews and reviews. I look forward to hanging out with you all, my fellow Jurassic fans. Thank you so much, and have a great night.